Hi folks, today I'm going to be doing a tabletop review of the CZ75 Compact. Not my normal thing to do, tabletop gun reviews. We might do more of them going forward, but this was requested and I wanted to fulfill that request. So we're doing a talk on the CZ75 Compact. I bought this gun back in September of 2018. Put on some Dawson Precision night sights. You see here, white front, blacked out, serrated rear. Kind of the style that I prefer. Got those from Cajun Gunworks, I believe. Dawson Precision, sold by Cajun. The grips I swapped out. They come with just a black plastic kind of checkered grip. These are G10 grips by VZ Grips. These are in the black cherry, or black and cherry, kind of a reddish tone with alternating layers of black. They call this pattern the Frag. I mainly did it for cosmetic reasons. The factory grips are fine. I just like the way these look better. They kind of give it a, I don't know, sort of a retro Cold War classic appearance. I think they remind me of like the Bakelite grips on the P38s from back in the day. Just kind of a classy look. Maybe Makarov grips too. Maybe that's what they remind me of. I don't know. But I like them. They look cool. And they're not too aggressive. So when you're carrying it, they're not really digging into your side badly. So that's an important factor for me too, because I do carry this quite a bit. When I got it, I decided to do the 2,000 round challenge in the course of about a month. After just oiling it initially from getting it, doing my part swaps, I put, I think 2,300 rounds is about where it came out to in the first month before doing any additional cleaning or oiling. The pistol ran fine through all that. Really good, reliable performance. It's a heavy handgun. It's got a steel frame on it, full steel, top and bottom. No aluminum alloy or anything here. And that really gives it the feel of a full-size gun. When you're shooting this, it feels like you're shooting something like a Beretta 92 because it weighs about as much as a Beretta 92. It's a little bit shy of it, but it's almost as heavy as a full-size Beretta 92, Beretta M9, even though it's roughly the same size as a Glock 19. So very dense pistol, very dense. But it handles well because of that. As far as problems go, the only thing that's happened to it is I dry fired it a lot. I'm a firm believer in dry firing, and I dry fire quite a bit out of the holster. I mean, just practicing that first trigger pull. And after doing that for what was probably thousands of cycles, I ended up breaking the firing pin retaining pin, which is just a roll pin here in the slide that holds the firing pin in. Yeah, I broke that. Ordered a upgrade from, I can't remember if I got it from CZ Custom or Cajun Gunworks, but it's an upgraded firing pin retaining pin, heavy duty one, and swapped it out. Haven't had any problems since then. It's hard to say if it's the upgraded firing pin retainer or if it's because I got a trick off the internet where folks are taking just a number 83 black O-ring and get them for $1 at the hardware store. I don't think it was even $1, it's like 65 cents or something. You stick it right here in the back of the slide, like so, kind of around the firing pin, and that cushions the hammer drop. So you can sit here and just practice that as much as you want. And saves the firing pin retainer. from any damage. I usually carry it decocked. Since this is the compact and not the PCR model, it does not have a mechanical decocker. You have to just thumb it down manually. Being used to revolvers, I typically just thumb it down like that. Some people do this thing where they stick their thumb in front of it and then kind of roll their thumb out of the way. That's fine too. Some people believe in the pinch method like that. To me, I just thumb it down. Someone might say I shouldn't, but point in a safe direction, pay attention to what you're doing, and it's worked fine for me. Carrying it, I typically have it in one of these Vedder LightTuck holsters, carried appendix inside the waistband. I like the holster. It's really pretty much perfect fit. Has adjustable tension. You can adjust the cant of it. Not too bulky. Really just works great. And in spite of carrying it inside the waistband, inside the waistband holster, I carry my magazines outside the waistband. This one's one I had made over at Triple T Holsters in Kemah, Texas, and they just fitted it to one of my magazines. Nicely done, works well. Did a cool little carbon fiber looking design to it. Carrying it, I usually have the factory magazines. These are the ones that shipped with it from CZ. I like them for carry because the plastic base plates, they're a little more comfortable on your side. They don't tend to dig in quite as bad after a while like the metal base plates do. These are my range mags. They're by MecGar. They've worked great. I mean, they're fantastic. MecGar makes great magazines. Everything magazine related has been perfect. But these metal base plates, if you're carrying them, they do tend to kind of dig into your side, a little bit uncomfortable. Reliable, just uncomfortable to carry. But the factory magazines are 15 rounds of 9mm. Very competitive with like a Glock 19 or something like that. The MecGar magazines are 14 rounds of 9mm. I think these are an older design that MecGar is selling. Very reliable, just one less round than the CZ mags. And that's basically all there is to say about it. I guess I can mention that, the trigger pull on it is pretty good. I haven't had any work done on that. But double action is a little bit, it's a little heavy, but it's smooth. I don't have any particular issue with it. Plenty controllable. The single action, it's a little bit long compared to what you might consider more of a target trigger, but I think for a carry handgun, it's about perfect. I wouldn't want it to be significantly different than how it is, which has kind of prevented me from doing much as far as trigger work to it to improve it. Is that it's not the best target trigger out there, but for a compact carry gun, I think it's just fine. It's controllable, it's usable. Certainly practical accuracy is not a concern with it. It's very good with that. Just a very comfortable handgun to shoot. Very dense for its size, so it handles nicely. Carries pretty well in spite of being on the heavy side. As long as you're using a good quality rigid pistol belt, it's not an issue. That's basically all there is to it. Fantastic handgun. I love the look, love the feel. As long as you use a O-ring in there when you're doing your dry firing, it's been very reliable other than me breaking it that way. Great pistol. So if you're thinking about getting one, don't hesitate. Just get you an O-ring and dry fire it and go go put 2,000 rounds through it and have fun. So there you go. Thanks for watching.